Oh, hi there. Welcome to Onimusha Triple. It's me. Twitch.tv/arbitrarywater. Am I a bad enough dude to finish this combo trial? Let's find out. It's gonna be one of these, huh? Let's see if switching to the orange vest does anything. Probably not, because it's a combo trial. Alright. Alright, now I just need to do all of this perfectly. It's that easy. Just before an enemy attack. So does that mean is it before an enemy's attack comes out, or is it before an enemy's attack hits you? I'm gonna game facts this. All 0 of you watching. I'm going to read this fact and see if we can't get Okay, it is right before an enemy's attack hits. I am not. But also every attack has a very specific frame window. Oh, hello. Hello. Hey, buddy. Guys, there's a bulldog in here. Or a pug. Hey, bud. Hey, Chemo. How's it going? Oh, hey, buddy. Guys, Chemo is here. Oh, he's left.
Wait, what's his name?
His name's Chemo, I think?
Chemo?
Yeah.
Therapy?
No, like Kemo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Now I feel bad.
He's a big goofy pug.
Is he that puppy or?
No, the puppy. I forgot what breed the puppy is, but the puppy was named Bandit, and I mean that dog looks like a fucking Muppet. Anyway, I thought, what better way to ensure that, like, maximum of 4 people watch my stream than by doing this? I'm just gonna blame input lag.
Oh no.
That's my new excuse.
Pretty often I do have your streams front and center in front of me. I might just play more Dark Souls 3 today though.
It's fine. I'm gonna put a hard limit on myself of let's say about 30 minutes. And then we're gonna... Oh, Chemo's back. I heard him. And then he disappeared again. No, Chemo is like the neighbors. I think he's a pug? Or a bulldog? One of them's.
Hello, Grumpin.
Hello.
I was trying to think of a Jean Reno quote, and I can't think of one. He's not very quotable.
I mean, I'm sure he is in French.
Le singe sur le bronze.
Bonjour. Anyway.
Du fromage.
J'ai envoyé le Kiro chez toi.
Hello, my name is Jean Reno. I was in Godzilla 98, and I'm the best part.
Hello, je m'appelle Jean Reno. That's what I can say of that sentence.
And then I get it on the first try. God.
Nice. Oh, there's quick kills?
Yep. Yep.
Is it a thing you unlock with a higher level sword?
No, you always have this. I believe the other games also did this too, where you have like it's a handful of frames that...
I think so. I think I've seen it in some speedruns.
It's more if you're sidestepping at the same time. Anyway, I'm fucking dead.
That was a good combo on their part. They gave that thing quite the butt. Jeez.
Yeah, that's... You know, when people talk about how good PS2 games look in higher resolutions, this is what they mean.
It's the equivalent of, like, zooming in on him's butthole.
Okay, well, I'm never going to do as well as that, so... Ever again. So, we're done with those. And I guess we can just play the video game and not get the good ending. Or the true ending. Because I need to get all of Akko's vests. And to get the last one, you have to clear that trial.
You can do it.
Okay. This is for content.
Give yourself an arbitrary time limit.
If
you don't get it in that time, then just look it up afterwards.
I can also look up a video.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is you could look it up if you don't manage to do it.
No, I'm gonna look up Onimusha 3 Ethan timing.
I was looking for on YouTube for like a supercut of all of the genre no scenes from that Godzilla '98 movie. Unfortunately, no one has done that yet.
You're in. YouTube channel, you've got it.
Yeah.
Jean Reno supercuts. You joke, I joke, but if you did that for like a solid couple of years, I bet at some point somebody would just, like, it would blow up. So just spend your evenings doing that for the rest of your youth. Sure, it'll be fine.
I remember watching this movie several times as a kid. Was it actually that bad? I know people hate it.
I didn't watch it.
All right.
Well, there, now you got a movie to watch.
I'm not a Godzilla person.
You don't like metaphors for nuclear devastation?
Okay, there's like 3 Godzilla movies that are actual metaphors, okay?
I'm not super interested in kaiju in the most part, because a lot of those movies are just boring. Like, the fun bits are like 5% of the movie.
You don't like it when plucky reporters...
You can stop that sentence right there.
Listen, Godzilla vs. Kong is a legitimately great movie. And by that I mean it's real stupid and knows it's supposed to be stupid and tries to be as stupid as it can be.
It's true. Wait.
Chaining criticals. Fuck. If you're stuck with this much with one.
Oh, don't worry. I don't think I have to do that one.
Okay. Oh, that'd be fun. I mean, if you don't do it, though, you won't get your triple S.
Yeah.
Why even play?
So if you want to get the S rank, you do need to get all the vests as well.
Nice.
Yeah, don't worry.
I got Knock Knock.
Yeah.
He's a little fucker.
He's a little knife boy.
I'm going to use him for the sake of this act because he wanted to come. I probably won't going
His
forward.
sneak attack dies are D8s, though.
Yeah, no, I have 2 magical kukri. Like, named kukri, and he's doing work. It's just Rengar is better.
Who's doing Rengar?
Yeah.
That's who I replaced.
I mean, yeah, Rengar does have, you know, you cast, Shocking Grasp,
That is the most effective first level spell in the history of first level spells.
and he hits them.
So,
And then he just keeps attacking people.
Yeah.
yeah. No, like Magus, isn't he? What is he? What
He's a
is
Magus, but he's
You're
the spontaneous Magus.
He's a dragon
Ultra
one.
Scion. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I got the breath attack finally, which is
Which-
basically just a super thunderbolt.
Which Magus class subclass are you playing, Braden?
Hexcrafter.
Okay, that's the one I played. It's, as it turns out, that's a very good
It turns
class.
out witch hexes are really good.
Getting witch hexes and sorcery spells,
Yeah.
and being able to do melee attacks, and
Yeah.
having a fairly high armor class. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Rengar is the spontaneous Magus, so he doesn't get he can't use meta magic with spell combat
He
because
doesn't need to.
but he doesn't need to,
He
really.
does 2 things for me. He either keeps hitting people until they explode, or he casts like Greaser, Stinking Clatter, now Haste.
Yeah. And eventually, you'll be able to address his terrible decks with heavy armor.
If I can find a better deck spell for my main guy, I'll probably give Rengar my Physical Perfection Bell, which is 2 to all 3 of those.
Yep.
I also finally
What?
replaced the gigantic sword, the ginormous
Yeah.
sword, excuse me. I have a flaming Earthbreaker +2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who,
Yeah,
who all
Mir-
is in your party?
Amiri, Tristan, Lindsay, Octavia, and normally Rengar, but now Knock Knock for the rest of this act.
Yeah, that's a good spread.
Lindsay, oddly enough, has become one of my biggest motherfuckers.
No, bards are good.
She has a shock light crossbow and a +5 to dex at this point.
Bards are really good in Pathfinder.
And she's now my Grand Diplomat.
Because in addition to having a bunch of really good support and control spells, you also have Bard Song and Fascinate.
I got Lingering Performance as well, which has really helped make the best use of those.
And you
turn
can,
on for, like,
and you
one
can,
turn.
yeah, you can
I got, like,
milk
28
those
of them.
performance rounds, and yeah,
I think all of her level 2 spell slots are basically devoted to her casting heroism on people. She good.
yeah.
Game good.
As long as you mod out the little bit you didn't like.
Oh no, I wouldn't be able to play this without engaging with Bagatrix.
Is having to
And that-
rest
that's-
every little bit really that much of a hindrance?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
annoying.
Yes, it is.
It's
Straight up like unplayable.
It's not unplayable. It's
Yes,
it's
it
a
is.
minor hindrance.
No, it's unplayable.
No, what,
It's
the
extremely
frequency
annoying.
with which that game makes you rest is genuinely
Get the endurance
awful.
feat.
No.
Having to waste a feat to negate a shitty mechanic is not fun. I understand what they were going for. Like, I understand why that's a part of that game, because they were all in on making the RPG, the CRPG that's as close as possible to the module, in every way, and they succeeded at that, and I applaud them for it. But it means that there are parts of that game that are more annoying than they need to be.
I agree.
I also think that game lets you house rule maybe a little more than a lot of other games of that type with all the difficulty sliders and
Yep.
stuff. But it needed to let you do some more of that. I think Solasta lets you do more than enough of that. Because that game's difficulty option screen also has lots and lots of options, including stuff for exhaustion and
Annoying bee.
stuff like that.
The most important thing of all, the annoying bee cantrip. The best thing they homebrewed in that entire game.
I don't know what that does. I didn't play that much Solasta.
It's a wizard cantrip that breaks concentration if it hits.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, gee.
So
What's the saving throw on it? Like, what
I believe
spell?
it's wisdom.
Wisdom. So just pump up your wisdom on whoever's going to be casting that.
I mean, you know, enemies. It's fun because you can, but it's also 5e, so.
So it needed some stuff. You're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Is that team gonna? Do we know if that team is making something else now? Because I know
Yeah,
they just finished their last.
Yeah, they
last
finished the
DLC.
last DLC a while ago. I think last year.
Are they sticking with 5e games?
Who knows? I'm to understand Solasta did pretty well for them. I
Hey,
think.
question about Pathfinder to either of you.
Yes.
Monk weapons that are also exotic weapons. Do I still need exotic weapons?
No. You have proficiency in all monk weapons automatically.
There's a guy with +2 nunchucks, which I think are very
Yeah.
good for the middle-aged life crisis guy.
Yeah.
And also, if I put it in my offhand, I can still do my super busted
Yeah.
trip every
You'll
turn.
just have to. Yeah. Deal with 2-weapon fighting rules.
I could try it at least. Or maybe I'll wait until I find one. Naturally, 8,000 is a lot. Think of all the build points I could do with that.
I also uninstalled Call of Duty because my
Alright.
Game Pass expired.
Oh.
I filled out the Battle Pass for this season just in time for my Game Pass to expire.
But you've had your month of Call of Duty for this year.
Well, I'm gonna try the
Might
Black
buy
Ops
it.
6 beta,
Oh.
and I might buy that if I like the open beta. Yeah, I'm looking at this blurry ass YouTube video and I have no fucking clue what the timings are.
You don't have to keep playing it if you don't want to.
No, I need to. I'm a gamer.
Gotta do it.
Have
You're
you
a
seen
real
my
gamer, you gotta do
KD
it.
in Call of Duty? I'm a gamer.
How far did you get into Kingmaker, Justin? Because I don't want to accidentally spoil stuff.
Oh,
I
don't give a shit.
Oh, did you
I
not get either?
I never finished that game, dude.
Oh, how far did you get in?
I got to about where you got, which is to say, I got knock
The
knock.
first time around? Or okay, so you got to the
Yeah,
blue
I
bit.
didn't get particularly far. I got to like level 4 or 5, maybe 6.
Do you guys mind if I
Wrath-
ever talk about
Wrath-
anything?
I don't care.
I don't mind. So the reason I want to play that game is mechanics and exploration and stuff. I think that
it's
stuff's
neat.
fascinating.
I'd highly recommend you do the things I've done for Kingdom stuff.
What have you done?
If you, let's just say, miss a really important character
Mm-hmm.
and can't have an advisor, I highly recommend you give yourself a crisis coin every single time you have to make your create a character do it, because they are heavily penalized. Also, you don't get to make any of the decisions along that particular stats path.
Yeah.
They make it all for you.
Yeah. I'll try to look up how to not miss that character.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I looked up who the other people can be. One of them is the Tiefling girl who I can't get because I don't have the expansion. And the other one doesn't show up, I think, until like more than halfway through the game. So
well, I think if you do get the DLC, I think it will, like, put it in your save file. Like, they will show up in your capital for their quest. Up to you if you want a kineticist, though.
I might do that. Once again, I'm okay with trying out other people than Rengar. He, like I said, he has 2 things he can do, as opposed to just
he can
about
cast
else.
Shocking Grasp and hit people, and then sometimes he can cast Lightning Bolt.
Grease has done a lot of work.
I will say this. One of the reasons I didn't play all that much Kingmaker is because Wrath of the Righteous is very good.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, I would put it. I didn't finish Wrath of the Righteous. I got fairly close to the end of Act 3, and I kind of messed up my save because I turned the Crusade management all the way off. And when you do that, there are some significant disadvantages that I would recommend. I would just recommend not turning.
I just play it on easy.
Yeah. The actual RPG part of that game, the part you're there for, I would probably put it right.
The
up
number
there
crunching
next to
is
Miller's
better
Deadfire.
because it escalates in such a ridiculous way, and also the character writing is miles better.
Because I do like the Kingdom stuff, because
Yeah.
there is actually a lot of cool stuff in here. I just agree with Bray that it makes a hell of a lot more sense. Elsewhere.
In a role-playing capacity, let's say, your DM can directly respond
I
to...
feel like in a tabletop session, I feel like you'd hit that point where you can be like, okay, well, I guess everybody make an alternate character for when you're off doing governance, because you have to repeatedly, and I think over the course of the game, you probably have to do this upwards of like 70 times. Spend an entire fortnight just skipping days. You have to do that over and over and over again, where you just lose access to time because your character's busy, basically. That's where a lot of the time management comes in terms of like, okay, if I spend 14 days doing this thing to upgrade my general, what am I missing?
I have good news. Aside from an early game thing that doesn't matter, Wrath of the Righteous doesn't really have any time.
That's good.
Crunch.
I mean,
No.
to be fair, it's not the time crunch. Like I already have a timer for Act 4, and it started off at 286 days. I've only spent 20, and I'm pretty sure I'm at the end of the story. So like, it's not a matter of time crunch. It's a matter of like missing events that are only available till the end of the month and stuff like that.
I don't think Wrath of the Righteous has any of that either, does it?
No. Like, there are a couple soft timers. Like, for Act 2, if you recapture Dresden fast enough, Galfrey will give you a thumbs up, which is to say a Ring of Protection +4.
But here's like one of the cool things they do with this. All 10 of your stats have, like, every time you rank up, you get to make a choice, except for Treasure for me. But every single one of those has like a ideology thing associated with it. And at some point, you'll have made decisions that are increasing secret counters for them all. Like religion, it's, hey, is it state-sponsored religion or is it freedom of religion? That kind of thing. So it seems like they're trying a lot here.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh no, like for
You're telling me a Russian game is trying a lot?
It's cool.
But like for a first game from that company,
Yeah.
First ever?
amazing.
It was Owlcat's first game. A lot of Owlcat's main staff are ex-Neval, who made Blitzkrieg and Ether Lords and Rage of Mages and Heroes of Might and Magic 5.
Great.
And Silent Storm.
That's... okay.
So that's the pedigree. That's, like, why I backed that Kickstarter. Because I'm like, oh, it's that guy from the Heroes of Might and Magic 5 dev videos.
By the way, I gave Knock Knock a top hat.
Yeah.
But yeah, you talked about Kingmakers. Maybe you go, maybe I should just play Kingmaker after I finish Dark Souls 3.
It's good.
Yeah.
I think Tristan might be evil.
What? You saying the soft-spoken twink is evil?
I mean, he's neutral good, right? Surely that means something.
Surely his goddess would remove spells from him if he was in any way evil.
I'm worried because at some point there's a message that like, hey, your characters have lives. I'm worried at some point as the game progresses you might lose people. And he's way too effective.
Because he's a cleric who can cast Fireball.
Oh, dude, fuck Fireball. Like, as a buffing machine,
Yeah.
dude, he does 50% more healing. He has a total of 10 positive channeling. And with the, what is it? The phylactery of positive channeling, it means
Yeah.
that he also gets an additional 2d6 to those heal
He also
rolls,
gets
which-
that freebie touch of good or whatever ability that
Yes, it's basically just
it's a
like,
sacred bonus, which is to say it's a rare bonus that will probably
super
always
guidance.
stack. Yeah.
Yes, and you can do that on top of his cantrip, his free cantrip, Blessing of the Faithful,
Yeah.
which is the same thing, which is just like +2 sacred bonus to basically everything.
Yep. He is significantly more effective than Harrim.
Okay, here's the thing about Harem, though. I did use Harem for the end of Act 2. He did animate dead once. That won me the entire fight.
Yeah.
He made 6 Nightmare Soldiers who
Summoning
proceeded to take the
spells are
Troll
good
Boss
in
entirely.
Kingmaker, especially if you have the augment summoning feat.
Yeah, I was actually looking at character classes doing like, I
Yeah.
want to play in Wrath of the Righteous, and there's a cleric called Herald Caller.
Yes. Herald Caller is the summoning cleric, or monster tactician if you are
Or
playing
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor,
There's also
or
a
just a
sorcerer
conjurer
called-
wizard.
Oh, I think they're called Sylvan Sorcerer.
Yeah. Sylvan
The one-
sorcerer.
The one thing I wanna
Druids,
point out-
honestly, also because they can spontaneous cast
Druids.
summons nature ally.
The one thing I want to point out about Wrath of the Righteous before you pick a class to play in that game, you can pick some bad classes or some bad class choices, because like again, it's the whole we're going to include everything no matter what kind of philosophy. You fight a lot of demons in that game, so don't pick something that's strong against something that's not a demon.
They have it's very funny because one of the druid subclasses in Kingmaker is Defender of the True World, which is a it's a subclass that's all about like being effective against Fae in a game where you in a campaign where you fight a lot of Fae.
Like, it's almost like there's an evil Dryad Queen.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's going to pop up again.
Yeah, she's not on the cover of the Adventure Path.
I did go back and kill all those monsters she spawned, but I went into the keep itself and immediately got killed by a bunch of traps.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll come to the Dire Marches later, which is where I'm going to name the Green Span.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I forgot. I got Flame Strike with Tristan.
Yeah, now you have Flame Strike.
Now Fireball's old news.
I mean, still have all those level 3 slots. Also, hear me out. Meta magic, bolstered spells,
I don't
fireball.
think I've touched meta magic at all.
You could. It's very effective. Let me tell you about selective spell.
Please.
What if you could cast grease, but it wouldn't affect your party?
That's
only-
not actually that useful for me. I've been pretty good about because you just need them to be in it at all, so it's like a lot of like, okay, I'm gonna put this in the corner, so it's just barely touching them.
But what about web? What if web didn't affect your party?
You can do the same thing with web though. I'll look into it though. That it does seem like there's some things you can do.
What if fireball, but it didn't affect your party? So
Oh, if
you
they're
could just
that
throw
close.
it in a bunch of enemies.
I mean, you can always cast controlled fireball.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna waste a spell slot on that. Also, if anything's actually close enough to me, they're in a lot worse danger because my monk and Amiri are just.
Oh, right. You're playing on
Nightmare.
normal. Never mind.
Brain's like filthy fucking casual.
Listen, Wrath of the Righteous on core does not fuck around.
Yeah, I want to have fun.
I like to have fun by having less fun.
I wouldn't have fun on that monk.
You like to have fun by mastering the mechanics so that you can play it on a harder difficulty.
Let me tell you about...
Come
yeah.
back to me when you play it on unfair.
No.
Come back to me when you play a weird middle-aged subjectivist.
I see
I'm wrong
my
for you.
headcanon. I don't play games that way.
I love to.
I can't Austin Walker headcanon my way through video games. I can't tell my own story.
It's you're missing
Just being
out.
like, oh, I spent 3 hours stuck on the boat in Final Fantasy XI, going between cities, and it was the best experience I had.
I mean, yeah, that's because you're just playing Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Austin Walker likes Final Fantasy XI.
Weird.
What a surprise.
No, you see, it taking forever to get from place to place.
Actually,
That's
the
part of experience.
shitty base building in Fallout 4 is good. Because
I like
it's
Austin.
the shitty base building... I don't like... Austin's ability to make a game sound way cooler than it actually is unparalleled.
He got me to play Invisible Ink.
I hate that game.
Yeah, I knew I hated that game within 15 minutes of
The
starting.
way that game combines roguelite and stealth elements is exasperating. Alright, I've reached full tilt. We're gonna
All right,
actually
bad
make
ending.
progress
We'll
in
look
the
up good
video
ending
game.
later. Yeah, no, that's fair.
It's fine. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this.
Okay, when you look up the good ending, we'll pretend that you got it.
Oh, I see. Look at this shit. Yeah, dude!
So I put Amiri in heavy armor.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
doesn't get fast movement.
She doesn't need it. When I raid, she get extra speed.
Did you multi-class her with something to get the heavy armor?
No, I just took it as a feat.
Okay.
You don't approve?
Do you want me to actually start talking about optimal?
Sure. Can I stop you?
Yeah, because I wasn't going to.
So he says.
Listen, the fun part of these games is the mechanics.
You
so-
can pump your decks up a lot more than heavy armor will give you.
Not at the moment for her.
Was it worth a feat? Well, I guess there are fewer feat picks in Kingmaker that are worth your time.
I mean, she's a fucking nightmare. The only issue has just been,
Did you get
she starts to
Cleave?
get worked down. Nah. She has power attack and reckless stance. And she also bites people when she's writing.
Yeah.
Is there a point in that story where she stops having trouble wielding that sword?
No, you
No,
can't take it off, though.
because it's just an oversized weapon, so she gets that penalty to hit.
That's why I'm not using it.
But it's iconic, because she has it in every single official Pathfinder art she's in.
Yeah, it's still there. It's on her back.
Yeah.
Permanently.
But, here's so...
The thing was, at some point I was doing more damage with a single-handed shock. I have a shock frost heavy mace +1. It does more damage than her ginormous sword, and
Yeah.
I was able to give her a shield as well.
So for her, I think one multi-class combo that could work, because I know you love multi-classing.
Mm-hmm. I can't stop talking about it.
Yeah, two-handed fighter. Because that lets you pump up power attack damage even more.
Yeah, on this difficulty, I don't need it. She already, like, I encountered that dragon that's near your place. It's just in a small cave in the bridge to your east. And, she did 3/4 of its life in one turn.
Yeah.
She's fine.
But what if she was optimal? In my headcanon, all of my characters are optimally built. Except when I make it intentionally goofy or gimmicky builds. Like, for example, in Wrath of the Righteous, I decided to see how good Greybore would be with the Assassin prestige class. And the answer is, it's still a bad class. They made it usable. So Relkin,
Yes, sir.
demons, the main enemy of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous,
I've heard of it.
are immune to poison. What is the Assassin Prestige class's main ability?
I'm gonna guess poisons?
Yup.
Are you okay? Jacques, Akko.
I'm curious, in the Crusade lair, do you ever get any of, like, the weird, fucked up buffs?
You get a couple.
Okay, I was gonna say, because I have a thing where I could just send somebody out to make it so that my characters are permanently immune to poison.
You can do some stuff like that.
Great.
You can also play bad Heroes of Might and Magic.
No. I mean, if I want to play bad Heroes of my Magic, I can just play any of the last 2, question mark?
I've thought about streaming Hero 7, because that seems like the one that is
Every
less
time
offensive.
you've talked about 7, you have been very negative.
No, 6 is a fucking dog shit garbage fire. 7 seems like it had its heart in the right place. Which is to say, it feels blatantly unfinished, almost as if they were not given the support they needed from the publisher. Just to, I don't know, say that out loud. But no, just play Songs of Conquest is my actual
If you want to might.
if you want a good modern Heroes of Might and Magic game. They made it. It came out this year in 1.0. It's got a tremendous sense of style.
It's a very pretty game.
I see.
Nope, God.
Who are you stuck on?
A dragon just knocked me off the cliff. It was not the ancient wyvern, it's just when you happen
It's
to
the one
cross.
when you're going along the right side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had 30,000 souls. Not that it matters much at this stage.
All these goblin class names are great. Dog Reaper. Sneak Whacka.
Yeah.
Game's good. I like new games.
I like being a sneak whacker.
I like things that are cool and not whack.
That's
Like,
right.
Except if it's good whack.
Okay, I see what I'm gonna have to do here.
Braden, should I kill these prisoners?
Up to you.
They might be infected.
Yeah, we don't have D&D this week, so because Mike is in Vegas. Hopefully he's enjoying himself and not
Not blowing all his money.
not blowing all his money. See, that's why I never want to go to Vegas, because I'm like, I know I would lose too
You have
much
the
money.
impulse control to stay in Vegas.
Yeah, I have enough. I know enough about myself to know it would be a bad thing.
I'd be okay. I would give
don't
myself
wanna- I-
enough money, and then I would lose it all, and then there you go. That's enough.
I don't want to test myself because my brain would be like, you could probably just like collect yourself.
You
on,
could
like,
you could break
transfer
even.
some.
What if you broke even? What if you tried to break even? What if you doubled down so you could break even? And then I go, what if I doubled down so I could break even?
Now, see, I wouldn't trust myself in online gambling. I don't trust myself when I'm by myself. I trust myself when I am in public.
Oh, you're not with people. There are no people in Las Vegas. It's an entire casino full of isolated people.
Just zombies.
Yeah, no, the dealer would be enough.
Yeah. The dealer's pursed lips.
The dealer's vacant stare.
Oh, sweetheart. Sweetheart, are you really gonna double down?
I don't have anything left. Marge.
Now listen here. My son, he lives in Reno. He
With
can
his shitty fucking wife.
his
I think
shitty
that's right.
garbage wife. Stupid bitch.
She's not good enough for. Marge, geez.
Anyway, listen. I know this isn't Caesar's, but you know, I got some friends at Caesar's who will you know.
So here's the thing: someone actually using that voice, I would absolutely expect them to say "stupid bitch" at some point, at any opportunity they could.
Sure. I knew a lady who spoke like that. I worked with her when I was at Boeing. She was a, what is it?
How many years did she smoke?
I mean, not allowed to smoke in that building, so I don't know. But to
There's
get
one
that
thing I've
horse
learned about
listed-
smokers is that they will find a place to smoke, even if they're in a place you're not supposed to smoke.
No, she was a floor manager. Those people are way too fucking busy to
The
not
Oni
constantly
orb.
be working.
Yes.
Basically, like, hey, what if you were an assistant for an entire cubicle
To
farm?
Azuchi Castle.
Which sounds miserable.
Oh, yeah! Are we gonna summon the Rohirrim?
What?
By the dawn. Oh.
Oh, that's anime now, so it'd be appropriate.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings is anime now. Finally.
Have you seen that trailer?
I did.
What do you think of that?
I'll stay here and control the Oni.
I'm hoping it's like the Castlevania show in that, like, yeah, a lot of these look like still images, but trust me, when it counts, they have it.
I mean, it's got a movie budget, so I'd hope it looks closer to an anime movie in terms of how animated it is. That's my criteria. I mean, also, it's the director of Standalone Complex.
Oh, huh.
And what's that movie?
What else has he done?
I'm trying to remember what the other movie, like the other thing he's credited. Time to farm souls.
That's what I'm doing. There we go.
Guys, this is just like the Pelennor Fields level in Lord of the Rings: Return of the King
Oh,
for the PlayStation 2.
that's such a good fucking level.
Having played that game within the last year, hey, guess what? It's a little clunky
What?
and also weirdly hard. I know.
You could just do Orc Viewer over and over and over again and win.
I was gonna say, I just remember playing as maxed out Legolas, where you just have 2 perfect arrows
Yeah.
that you shoot at a time. I played a lot of that game.
I did as well.
It's a surprisingly good game for the time period.
There were a lot of actually like good Lord of the Rings games, even though Game Boy games were like weirdly okay. The
Totally
action
solid
Diablo
for
one-
stuff that was clearly made in like 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played the GBA one. You know, I think the Third Age is boring as shit.
Wait,
but,
what are you talking about? Everybody's
yeah,
Final Fantasy X.
it's definitely not the line of mediocrity on
EA
Off the
Redwood
Deep End's
Shores
list.
was a treasure.
I mean, Dead Space is real good.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of Dead Space, know what's free on Epic this week?
Oh.
Callisto
Dead Space, Callisto
Protocol. For the price of free, I'd recommend it.
Yeah, I might.
For the price of it's been on Game Pass for months, I'd recommend it.
I was gonna say, I don't think I've actually utilized that service in a long time. Maybe I should.
Look how many things are on screen. This is the power of a late era PS2 game. Also, I watched, while I was stringing tennis rackets for white men this time. I know, shocking.
What?
I watched a video by a YouTube lady on Siren, And there's no fucking way I would have ever been able to finish that game. Because I apparently did not get very far at all. But a lot of craft went into that game. It's just a shame the part where you play it is, like, incredibly tedious and punishing. Yeah, this is just like Kingdom Hearts 2. I understood that reference. Lionheart, I believe the actor who plays Samanosuke, or the actor whose likeness Samanosuke is based on, is also a fairly big deal Japanese actor. I know he didn't lend his voice.
I mean, to be fair, barely, John Renault barely did.
Yeah, but he still did for, like, the first 15 minutes of the game.
And I bet for the end.
Yeah. See, funnily enough, Kingdom Hearts 2 is actually a game that holds up mechanically.
I believe you. I remember actually really enjoying the
like
combat.
that game is very slick in a way that the first game is not. Because the first game has like 3 minutes of input lag.
Yeah, it was last time I played the first game. The input lag was fine. The problem was like, on that.
Everything else.
Yeah, like the camera was really bad, as everyone knows.
Yeah.
Level design. How do you feel about it?
Level design was shit.
It's often confusing, I would say.
What if you had to just keep hunting around this jungle looking for the trigger to
Yeah.
It's the story.
What if I had to run back and forth between the same handful of areas?
Anyway, look, Kingdom Hearts 1 remains the only Kingdom Hearts I've actually beaten, and I've done it multiple times. Last time I sat down to play it, I bought the PS3 version, and I played through all of it in a week. And it was a week where I was working, so like I'd come home and just immediately start playing Kingdom Hearts. I like that game a lot, even though it's broken.
I have a lot of fondness for
and
Kingdom
awful.
Hearts. I think Kingdom Hearts 2 is like
A good game, yes.
actual good game. Also, it has Tron in it, and that's funny.
I forgot about that.
And they got, what's his name?
Did he get Box Lightner?
Yeah, they got Bruce Boxleitner. What else was he gonna do? What else was he doing in 2004?
Did that game come out in 2006? I'm wrong about that.
2005 in the States. 2004 in
When
Japan.
did Babylon 5 end? 98.
I'm not gonna lie. Babylon 5, Stargate, and Farscape they're all the same show in my head.
Joku watched some episodes of it and I tuned in for one of those, and it seems like I might enjoy Babylon 5.
I bet I would. Don't get me wrong. I'm not above basic cable sci-fi from the 90s. Lord knows how many episodes of fucking Lex I've seen in the last year.
First season of Farscape is good. Unironically, good. It's good shit.
When does Claudia Black show up? Or is that a different show?
She's one of the two main characters.
Great.
I mean, if it's 90s or 2000s sci-fi, like a sci-fi TV show, Claudia Black shows up somewhere. It's just the rule of the universe.
She and Ben Browder were explicitly on Stargate SG-1 because of Farscape's success.
I also saw the scene from Farscape where they are just demonstrating the P90 to the Gwaul.
That's SG. That's SG1.
Yeah, SG1.
Yep.
And by God, the arms manufacturers
paid a lot of money.
It fits what SG1 is. SG1 is, hey, what if, like, just the military, like,
what if the military was competent and solved our alien problems?
Like, it's also like,
and MacGyver was there.
SG1's also modern day.
Yeah.
So them having a bunch of P90s, it does make sense.
So, also, apparently, I'm to understand, the reason why they switched to the P90 is because they were previously using the MP5 for their prop guns, and the blank shell casings would hit the actors in the face when they were firing in a line.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And the P90 shells just go at the bottom of the
the P90, because the P90 is just a straight up, but yeah. Like, that scene's amazing, because it's just Richard Dean Anderson just going like, yeah, you got that staff, that's pretty cool, but look at this! And then this army lady just pulls out the fucking P90 and saws a log in half, and you're like, oh god, USA, USA.
I'm trying to remember the name of that character. Is that Kinsey?
Sure.
No. It's the main female character for SG1.
Carter.
I forgot her
Carter.
name.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Carter.
Yeah.
I was not an SG1 person because it's very dry.
My grandfather was an SG1 guy. Every time I went over to his house... Yeah, every time we went over to my grandparents' house, if SG1 was on TV, that was what was playing.
I know, it's always on TV, unfortunately. Well, my dad enjoys it, I guess, so.
We had an army up the road.
Good for him.
I should watch it someday. See what I think of the whole thing. I remember enjoying it, but like I never saw it consistently because my mom was very anti-sci-fi, and she was the one controlling the remote most of the time.
Never been quieter.
Is it against what the Bible says?
No, it's more like she just didn't like science fiction.
Sure.
And instead
to
we
be
were
fair,
glued
my
on
mom was the same way.
HGTV.
She was not religious.
You bet.
I mean, my parents were religious, but it wasn't a religion thing. It was a she didn't like sci-fi thing.
Yeah, my mom just didn't like fiction. She's like, well, this isn't real.
I know people who were like, that.
Yeah, Mom, it's fiction.
Welcome to understanding why it's fun.
Go ahead to Nobunaga. This elevator will take you right to it.
Do I get to fight Oda Nobunaga as Jacques?
Oh yeah.
And then I get to fight him as Samanosuke, I imagine. Anyway, who wants to see if we can't upgrade? I mean, we got the Expanse, right? And
The Expanse is very good.
People seem to like at least one of those new Star Trek shows, ? I don't know which one. Someone seemed... I've heard people unironically say nice things about the Rick and Morty one. Lower Decks.
I just extorted a hostage. In my defense, he was a jackass who was inflating prices to refugees for food.
So here's my theory, other than the greater no one sci-fi died because Battlestar Galactica's ending made people
I don't think Battlestar Galactica made people hate TV sci-fi.
I mean, yeah, did like the ending of Game of Thrones ruin fantasy? I guess we don't know. We don't know that yet. Short term.
I don't know. Rings of Power Season 2 out now. House of the Dragon Season 2. You can watch it, I guess. Matt Smith is in it.
Oh, your favorite.
Yeah, my favorite Doctor. I'm always
Well,
talking about how much I love Matt Smith and his giant forehead.
Let's get that sex song going.
Yeah.
Dance to it.
Yeah.
But seriously, you guys should.
So here's the actual reason. Here's my Galaxy Brain thoughts is if you want the standards for visuals.
Well, before we go down that road, I want to note the only reason The Expanse ever got finished is because Jeff Bezos liked it. The show was not profitable. Like, he bought The Expanse from Sci-Fi and then paid for people to finish it.
And yeah, and I guess that series ends at basically like right before the time skip in the books.
Yes, it ends at a very good spot. Some people might argue the best spot. I wouldn't, but you know what? It's fine. It ends like I don't think you'll be dissatisfied with where it ends. It just didn't make any money. And if this show's only being held up because a billionaire really liked it, then other companies are not going to invest in similar shows. Which is a massive shame, but...
Look at that! I did it!
Did you try?
No, not in one try, but...
But Braden's probably also right in that it's much cheaper to go to somewhere in New Zealand or Switzerland.
It's
and
hard
film
to
a
make
bunch of...
sci-fi look good.
Yeah.
Like, straight up...
It's easier to go film a bunch of fantasy
and
discs.
The standards for visuals in television.
I'd like to see us go back to animated, but that's never gonna happen because it's too expensive.
I mean, if you want good sci-fi, station, read books. That's it.
Goblin keeps recommending a show called Scavenger's Reign.
Yeah, that's on HBO.
Oh, is that the animated
Yeah.
thing that I keep meaning to watch? I should watch that.
Yeah, it got
That's
canceled
on
after
Netflix,
one
right?
season.
But that's more like the weird, like nightmarescape sci-fi than like the technical,
Then hard sci-fi.
SG-1 Expanse thing.
Does Andor
Does
count as
Andor?
basic cable sci-fi?
That's another sci-fi show I should watch.
That's a good question.
It's too expensive.
Yeah, it's...
It's got that Disney money behind it. I
It's
don't know if that's...
prestige sci-fi.
No, like, The Mandalorian was like, what, fucking $2 million per episode?
Sure.
And I think that was the first season.
Good season.
Yeah. I didn't see any of the other ones.
Season 2's good. Not as good, but it's good. And the way it ends is, I think, actually really great.
And then, well, I have great news. They're never going to stop. Because,
I mean, for me, that's just a major reason I don't want to get into any more Star Wars.
and every other Star Wars show is just Dave Filoni being like, what if Plo Koon was there?
My favorite Bug Man.
Okay, now we get to fight Bug Lady.
He was my Jedi Power Battles character.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Nameless King time. It's Bug Lady time for you. Great.
Nameless King's he's pretty hard to fight.
Not
It
easy.
Took me 5 tries, I think, recently.
You would.
It's not easy.
Who do you take
It's in
me
fact a
for?
famously difficult fight.
I am the wife
That's
of the
Solaire right there, boy.
Nobunaga and Queen.
Wait, this isn't supposed to be Solaire.
No, it's not Solaire.
No, but yeah, because they explicitly came out and said that Solaire is not Gwen's firstborn son,
Yep,
which I
that's
think
great.
is so against the entire
No, I think it's great.
mythos of Dark Souls. Like, no. Everything else, it
No,
can be whatever
Solaire
you
was
want.
just a guy.
But this, he's just a dude. Never mind all of the stuff we have about him that makes that theory make sense.
Listen, we've got some body video.
was gonna say, what neophyte is this? You know what? The neophyte against the spider lady. Sure looks a lot like this. This room, I should say. Or no, this room looks like where you fight Nobunaga. Tell me if you want any hints to Nameless King, Justin.
I'll do it. I can do it. I don't know if I want to do it right now, though.
There we go.
You. My Nobunaga. If only I could have died in your arms.
Oh, she had that Oda fever.
Yeah.
Hey, Hachi! Wake up! Samanosuke! What's happened?
Got me. Ranmaru. His trap failed.
Heihachi!
Shock. Samanosuke. Nobunaga. Not here. He's in Honoji Temple.
Honoji Temple? You telling me perhaps there's a time loop thing going on?
And Nobunaga.
When can I get Brayden to play Time Splitters 3?
I have terrible news. I've already played Time Splitters 3 on stream.
Heihachi.
Sure, okay. Speaking of time loops.
Dubious FPSs.
Damn that Nobunaga!
Damn, that Nobunaga.
Ako, please go to Ori. Tell him it's time for the final battle.
So, this is it. Don't let me down.
I'm really enjoying playing Octavia, leaning into the transmutation stuff.
Yep.
Using a lot of spells I don't think I've ever used before in any D&D game.
Buffing spells are good. Polymorphing can be good, but you have to build into it.
I don't have that yet, but I did recently get... It's like an oil spill of some kind.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called.
Oh no! Oh god, the demons! They've taken Eiffel Tower!
Obsidian Flow.
Akko, everyone, Jacques is heading to Honoji Temple. If it all goes well, Dad'll be back before you know it. Serious?
My dad could come back? Oh. And then you could be my mom. And you could be my uncle.
And you could be my little
Jacques doesn't succeed.
mom.
Nobunaga could come to this world. The time folder must be stopped at all costs.
What if Nobunaga came to 2004 and tried to conquer Paris?
I desperately need familial
Let's
connections.
go, Akko.
I just... One of the here's another thing I love about this era of video games. is just the level of craft and production going into these cutscenes for this silly ass video game story. Oh, yeah. You know, the ladies, they love to see when I do the tile puzzles.
I don't think my lightning sword is going to do much good against this guy.
No. No. Well, it's not as bad as you think.
I have Dark Pyromancy self. I'll be fine if I can consistently dodge his attacks like this. Okay, that's doable. I have a black fire orb that actually does pretty good damage to him. I just gotta keep my distance and also get some more ashen flasks. Anyway, I'm very happy you don't have to fight the Chandra all the way over again if you die.
Oh, that's right. You don't have to do the first phase where you fight the two doofuses.
So if you fight Alia, also, you don't have to fight the Chandra the first phase again.
But you're in 3, I thought, right?
I am in 3. I'm just calling back to 2, where I was very thankful I didn't have to do that first fight again.
Yeah.
I apparently missed one chest.
Ugh. Why even try?
Can't believe I just might as well just give up now.
Well, that doesn't affect. I mean, you're already not gonna get the best ending. You're gonna hold it up anyway.
Yeah, but now I'm not going to get the retro achievement.
I think it's so freeing after you've decided I'm gonna do everything. When you learn that, like, oh, I missed something. I think that's freeing. I love it.
I think it's best to make a concerted effort to do everything, but you know, whatever.
Anyway, time to go up the Eiffel Tower and fight demons.
Like the Saboteur.
Yeah, all the demons you fight in the Saboteur.
I mean, Nazism
fight
is
a
a
lot
form of demonry.
Yeah. Devils, at least. I don't know if Pathfinder differentiates between those two, but
Yes.
It does.
There's a difference between devils and demons.
so it's the
Devils are lawful,
Lawful.
evil. And also, can't you get devils to fight by your side in Wrath of the
Yes,
Righteous?
one of the late game mythic paths in Wrath of the Righteous is Devil, which you can only get through certain other mythic paths. Unfortunately, the Devil's actual abilities are kind of weak. But they did add, like, a new story segment if you pick the Devil route. Like a new side quest.
I'm getting very frustrated how many choices I'm being forced into that are between chaotic evil and lawful good.
Yeah.
I'm about to leave lawful neutral. No.
That was a complaint about Wrath of the Righteous when it came out. It's much like Kingmaker. It maybe bites off more than it can chew sometimes when it comes to player choices.
Also,
and
the
story.
lawful choices are all, like, deeply sociopathic.
What are you talking about?
Just like in Kingmaker.
Okay, so you know that hostage I extorted for money earlier? I was like, I'll free you, but what do I get out of it? Earlier, that guy was extorting refugees for too much money to pay for food, and I was just like, well, it's your goods. You can charge what you want, sir. Good day. Listen, my guy believes in the free market.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Listen, I've done a very good job of role-playing somebody who likes power structures and manipulates them to his ends.
Yeah, a member of the Republican Party. I understand.
And he's a 55-year-old white man, so I don't know. That's a broad generalization, but that's one I'm enjoying.
Oh, fuck this already!
When I eventually play Baldur's Gate 3, I'm going to do my best to make Sorensen.
You can, I would suggest picking the Dark Urge, then.
I don't know what that is.
The Dark Urge, normally I would suggest it for a second playthrough, but if you're gonna, I would agree with Braden, with the caveat that you might lose some characters that you don't want to.
Sorensen was never going to kill any of his party members.
Well...
Voluntarily.
Listen, you'll figure out what the Dark Urge is like 5 minutes into the game. Ow.
God damn it.
Do you know what level wizards get level 9 spells?
17.
18.
Okay. I might give Octavia, once I get there, I might give Octavia the rest into Rogue. Because I'm not allowed to retrain them below what they start at. So I'm stuck with it.
Arcane Trickster, baby.
Eh.
You can sneak attack with spell damage.
I already can.
Not just with touch spells. With, like...
No, I already can. That's how I'm still, that's how Telekinetic Fist is still useful.
Yeah, sure. But what if you did Fireball and every single enemy hit in that Fireball
Maybe.
took...
I'm gonna have to already redo some people.
Yeah.
Just to make them better, advisors. Because I'm never gonna use a Kundeo, but he needs Con. And I accidentally gave him Dex when I first got him, so...
Yeah, Kundao is pretty good.
I believe you, I just don't need more physical damage dealers.
Ah.
I'm
What
sorry,
if he had a
Chris.
pixel of health left?
That's Souls, baby.
That's
I
Dark
know,
Souls.
I know. Anyway.
It happens.
It's fine.
No,
Was this on the actual fight or the dragon?
This is the actual fight. My black fire orb strategy works really well as long as I don't get greedy.
So WWK, the reason so D&D tried to fix alignment.
They actually forbade Larian from putting it in BG3.
Yeah. So D&D 4th edition did not initially come with the standard alignment slate, and it had something called unaligned. And hey, just like everything else in 4E, people didn't like it for both valid and invalid reasons.
I think 4E would, or at least conceptually, would make a good video game.
Yeah,
I thought
almost like it was designed to be used in a, let's say, a digital tabletop situation that never materialized until the next edition. Because D&D Beyond is what they were trying to do with 4E, and it never manifested. But yeah, they at this point, alignment is just like one of those legacy features that they just have to keep in because.
I think it's useful in terms of like figuring out a general ballpark of who your character is to begin with.
Yeah, I just.
And as a
don't think
reminder
it's
going forward, like, hey, you said you were this a while ago. Are you still this, or are you something new? I think it keeps you honest. But like the old school rules of like, well, no, you're this, so you wouldn't do this. That's dumb. Somewhere Gary Gygax is spinning his thread.
It's a fun place to start when developing a character. And the idea of like the idea that Pathfinder Kingmaker and Wrath of the Righteous has, where you just slowly take steps to other alignments, is pretty interesting and probably a better way to do it.
It works with your kingdom as well in Kingmaker. But it takes way longer for it to
If you
move.
want to play a lawful neutral asshole in Wrath of the Righteous, there's an entire mythic path
I don't know
for
who
that.
I'm gonna play in that one. I did this entire, like, my entire reason for this character is because of this, one of the portraits. It's so good. It's like this middle-aged, like, thinning hair dude in like brown robes with a quarterstaff who just looks like sad.
So I actually kind of made my Wrath of the Righteous character along the same lines from a portrait. There's a portrait of like a woman with red eyes holding a violin, and there's also a mythic path that's very much like chaotic good party person, and I was like, that'd be cool. Just a Dampier who's like
In a
crazy
Azada.
chaotic good
Yeah.
everything. It was pretty fun.
Azada are fun.
Dampier.
Yeah,
I
Dampiers.
also got a pet dragon. Yes, there are Dampiers in Wrath of the Righteous.
And
don't play a
Kitsune.
Dampier unless you want to deal with the mechanical drawbacks. There are some very good reasons to play a Dampier,
But they also
Boy, good.
they count as undead for the purposes of channel energy.
Yeah, I don't like using Jaethal. I make use of Tristan's channel energy a lot.
there is a skill.
I mean, he has
you can
selective channeling from the get-go.
get. Yeah, you can get selective channeling. You can also get. You can also get. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to do something somewhat difficult here.
There are plenty of scrolls and potions of harm
Negative
or
energy,
inflict wounds.
yeah. You just got to be careful about what you do. I don't. that was once I got used to it, that wasn't really a problem. But it is, you will always have to be cognizant of it. Anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, they're also kitsune if you want to be a fox person.
Oh, do I?
Because hey, guess what? They did a community poll, and it was between kitsune, rat folk, and tengu.
Oh, you could have been a rat folk.
Yeah, and rat folk are apparently different than were-rats.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are they actually rat people, or is it?
No, they're rat
rattlings
people.
and
They're not
40K?
rat. They're not. They're not.
halflings.
They're not. You know.
Trust me, you've got a lot to pick from.
Yeah. If you want to, I forget. And then I believe the last option was other elemental like genasi type. And unsurprisingly, hey, guess what? The Fox people won. They won the community poll. I know.
Yeah, 1 second. Knock Knock is dueling another goblin. I'm so glad I put the hat on him. The back and forth here is so good.
Would it surprise you to know that Knock Knock was the character written by Chris Avallone?
One of his worst, then. I enjoy Knock Knock, but listen, he ain't no Durance. He definitely ain't no Freya.
What's Chris Avallone doing now?
Dot.
I don't care.
Has he burned a bunch? I know he burned bridges with Obsidian. They don't.
I mean, he successfully managed to get some of the women who accused him of sexual harassment to recant legally. So
I saw that.
2015, he's been freelancing.
he was, you know, he's still credited as one of the narrative designers on Wrath of the Righteous.
Yeah.
And you know, who knows how much of his work in Dying Light 2 ended up.
Didn't they say they canned most of that? It was like
yeah,
super early.
and of
conceptual
course,
stuff. Like, they might not have canned that because of him, really. They might have canned that just because it was super early work and they went a different direction now.
oh yeah, well, it just sounds like the version of the game that was originally envisioned was impossible. And instead, now we're getting a fucking midquel where you play as the guy from the first Dying Light, but he's a zombie man. Oh yeah, I'm honestly surprised that Avallone hasn't gone fully down the anti-woke grift. Because dude was hanging around the RPG Codex long after that place went full Nazi.
He might just be one of those people that, like, maybe he's a shithead, but he knows enough to just, like, now at least, since he got caught, to keep some of that in check. So he might just be hiding it over, waiting for people to forget.
I feel like, yeah. I feel like we have
Doing a
not...
Michael Richards.
Yeah, it's fine. No one talks about how Sean Penn, when he was very briefly married to Madonna, at one point tied her to a chair in a Paris hotel room. Or the part where Sean Penn was great friends with Hugo Chavez. And El Chapo. Remember how they caught El Chapo? Because they followed Sean Penn?
I did not.
I'm saying that Sean Penn seems like a real piece of shit.
So this would be like if somehow somebody took down North Korea by following what's his face?
Just
Who's the
Dennis
X-Men?
Rodman.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman.
Or, you know, that movie, The Interview.
Oh God, right. That was,
Hey,
that
remember
was the
remember
end
when
of,
North
Ghost
Korea
Recon, right?
hacked or like
Remember
there
they
was
shot a missile in our direction?
Yeah.
And everybody in Hawaii thought for like 6 hours they were gonna get blown up.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're done with those for now.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure I just want George Zeitz to get back in the industry.
If you ever play Kingmaker again, you need to get to this Goblin Duel. They turned it into a storybook encounter.
Yeah.
It's delightful. It's just a lot of like checks that Knock Knock can't fail unless he gets a natural one. And a lot of just like, okay, you climb to the hut. What are you gonna throw? Your own shoe, a handful of straw, a wasp's nest.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Alive, Samanosuke? Well, whatever. We are ready to welcome our lord.
I won't permit it.
I don't need your permission. Your head will make the perfect welcoming gift for the lord.
Oh, here we go. Now I'm getting the good shit. Helmet gives +4 to dexterity, 3 to AC, and 4 to death saving throws. See, this is the kind of crap I want. I want just the big numbers.
Alright, show me your second form, you little baby.
Curse you, Samanosuke.
Stop!
Oh no! The time streams are colliding!
Our lord is near. Welcome.
It's too late. Akko, you must stop Nobunaga from coming here at all costs.
Yes.
I've been on the Eiffel Tower. There were not any demons on it.
Fancy guy.
Yeah, look at
Look at this fancy guy.
Look at
He's
this
been
guy going to
places.
the most obvious tourist attraction in all of France. Paris. Oh shit, look at... It's that cutscene from earlier, but now Jacques is here.
I am depending on you both.
Because time travel.
Men, our enemy lies in Honnouji Temple. Attack!
Hey, what's up? It's me. I like that Samanosuke is using his Onimusha 1 weapons.
I realize you have different weapons in this. You should have sword, big sword, double blade sword.
Yeah, but instead I have 2 sword, big sword, and axe.
Blue sword.
Red sword, blue sword, head sword, new sword.
Rainbow Pattern is a very good spell.
Yep.
This is as far as you'll go. Danmaru.
Leave this to me. This one's for Heihachi.
Oh yeah, we're doing... Yeah!
Yeah! It's some Yakuza shit.
Oh, and we do get to fight Nobunaga in a burning building!
You've been avenged, Heihachi. Let's go. Nobunaga is here.
Alright, so I believe if we want to do the last Shadow Realm, we can get the ultimate weapons. Which of course we're going to do, because I hate myself. Alright, I'm going to fucking cheat. Because there's no such thing as it in a single-player game. And I'm just going to look up the optimal route to get to the thing that I need to open this chest. Ooh. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you missed the part where I spent roughly an hour trying to do the parry, like the critical counter. Not the parry, but specifically the one that's like if you sidestep and press the attack button right as their attack is about to land. Yeah, the riposte.
What are you talking about? You totally got that. We're totally gonna get the good ending.
Yeah. Never mind, I forgot. We're totally gonna get the good ending.
It's just weirdly enough, there's a bug in certain versions of the game where you have to watch the bad ending first.
Yeah, it's a bug where I have to yeah. Also, Relkin's here.
Hey, all.
I'm still.
And Justin's also here. But this game's pretty good. I would say as far as dumb stream games from this year, it's up there. It's no Haunting Ground, but what is? Would it surprise anyone here in this chat that thus far Haunting Ground is fairly high up on whatever an end of year list will be?
Nice.
For games that came out did not come out in 2024. Okay, I need more orbs. I need 8 orbs.
I killed all these goblins. The boss just does a summon monster thing every single turn. So there was roughly 27 creatures on the field.
Yeah, but if you kill the boss, they all go away.
Yeah, I monk movement to just get right on him immediately. And I punched him in the face like 20 times. That +7 dex, baby.
So, this probably isn't true, but when I played Wrath of the Righteous, in general, it seemed to me like Dex might actually be a more useful
Oh, that's
stat
true.
than Strength.
That's true. And part of that has to do with
It affects armor class.
And initiative.
And initiative. Like, it affects several things.
If you get Slashing Grace or Mythic Mythic Weapon Finesse.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I was going to say, that's why this monk build is so fucked up, because normally they have strength for the damage,
but you have...
I got flat strength, baby.
You have the Amulet of Agile Fists, which means you don't
a better
need...
version of that.
Yep.
Oh, there is?
Oh, yeah, there is. There's like +1 variants and +2 variants.
That'd be wonderful. Got a belt that gives me +4 to Dex and Con. Guy is a real motherfucker.
Yeah. The historical accuracy of
60.
Mont Saint Michel is quite surprising. Oh, they clearly like took a bunch of reference photographs. Like,
I was gonna say that was one of the multiplayer maps in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. It was pretty precise.
yeah. I have not been to Mont Saint Michel.
I've seen photos. That was maybe the best level also.
I didn't play enough of Brotherhood and Revelations multiplayer. I think
Revelations was a bit different.
I think we are due for another resurgence of pointless boondoggle multiplayer modes in single-player video games that accidentally are good.
I'd be for it.
The time is now. For every Spec Ops: The Line and BioShock 2.
There's an Assassin's Creed Brotherhood or a Dead Space 2.
Yeah.
I thought BioShock 2's multiplayer was generally well received.
People. I don't want to. I don't want to play that game shooting against humans.
BioShock 2 played a lot better than BioShock 1. Like that was its thing. It felt a lot better to play.
It's true. Also, there are things about BioShock 2 I do think are solid.
It's a good game.
But the secret is that the best part of BioShock 2 is
Minerva's Den.
Minerva's Den.
Yeah. Wait, did you play as Jennifer Hale's character in this?
Yeah, you do briefly.
Like the very brief Coyote sequence.
Yeah, it's like any given sequence in a Resident Evil game where you switch characters. Like her sequences are pretty short.
Wait, in what game? Oh, in
this game.
Yeah. The French Famas lady?
Yeah. Michelle is her name.
What else would you name a French action girl?
Amelie. I've never actually seen Amelie. I probably should.
I watched it in a high school French class.
I'm not. I need to be more. You know.
Have you ever seen Run, Lola, Run?
No.
You should actually watch it.
I haven't seen Blue's the Warmest Color either. I'm just a fake French. The only...
A fake Frenchman?
Yeah. Yeah, you know me. My ancestors fought the French. Both sides of my ancestors fought the French. I guess technically, because there's also some English and Welsh.
Oh, it turns out I let some of the people I should have killed live. And now they all turn into monsters and are going after the people I saved.
It's fine.
I like video games so much. It's okay, I punched a wyvern in the head and it fell down on its ass. I never get tired of the sweep ability I have with my flurry of blows.
Yeah, where you get a free
knocked down
trip.
Trees. Yeah, I've knocked down trees. I knocked down that dragon once. They just fall their ass. Because yeah, I got combat reflexes.
Yeah. Great feat.
It's nice, because people always try to get away from me.
Yep, combat reflexes is a very good feat.
And then I knock them on the ground, so that I punch them when they get back up. And then also with Crane style, if they ever nearly knock me out, which is to say if they get within 4 of my AC, I then get an attack of opportunity on them.
I think another good feat is seize the moment or outflank. Those are both teamwork feats that give you attacks of opportunity if a adjacent ally confirms a critical.
Oh jeez.
Which, hey, guess what? If you have that on, let's say, about 5 frontliners, maybe an animal companion.
I haven't done any of those except for when I level up J-Cole, but that's only because Inquisitors get
Yeah.
some fun bonuses with those.
Yeah. Like, teamwork feats, there are a couple teamwork feats that are actually very good. And then there are a couple that are just, like, so circumstantial that, like, okay, cool. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to just do every part of this thing anyway.
Wait, so is this still challenge battles, or is this the actual?
This is the Dark Realm. Where...
Okay, I was gonna say I remember this weird room.
So this is optional, but at this point, fuck it. I want to see his ultimate weapon. Use it for exactly the last fight and nothing else.
very glad I was lawful. Because otherwise this, one of the guys that the Aldori sent to you, I get the impression he's about to go bad here, but I'm lawful, so I have a thing that seems to be skipping that. I really like how this game, and I have to mention Wrath of the Righteous does this. I keep wanting to say Path of the Righteous.
Okay.
But I'm assuming they do the thing where, like, you don't know if there's a certain choice, because, hey, you didn't get the, like, you didn't pass the religion test, so you didn't see that choice. I like that a lot.
I believe you can choose whether or not, like, things you could have picked if you had picked a different mythic path.
Yeah. You show choices that weren't accessible to you, or you can just turn them off.
Oh, well, I'm never gonna do that. It's fun when one pops up. The only time the game crashed on me was early on after the banquet when you defeat the Stag Lord. And I talked to some guy, and when I came back and was talking to everybody, this time around there was like a religion test that I didn't know about that I passed, and that I enjoyed that. Like it makes me wonder how many different options there were.
Easy. Hey.
Brayden, do you ever plan on replaying PG3?
Yeah. I think whatever their final patch comes out, because I guess they're expanding on the evil endings.
That's good. What class are you gonna play?
Probably sorcerer, or maybe paladin, and just do Oathbreaker.
What race are you?
I do like the default design for Dark Urge, where it's a white dragonborn with red eyes.
Right. What would be some of the like subclasses that you'd be thinking about?
I think Dragon Sorcery is for chumps. It's too
Sorcerer?
obvious.
Okay.
And obviously
Ranger is also a little too obvious.
I think the thing to do is.
I feel like I've also seen a lot of Oathbreaker Paladins in BG3 playthroughs.
Yeah. What if I did an Oathbreaker Paladin?
What if you did a Vengeance Paladin instead? What if you did a Vengeance Paladin instead?
I mean, I could do that. Then again, if I'm playing evil, I'm already getting Minthara, so...
Yeah, not necessarily. Also, like...
No. As long as you're not doing Devotion Paladin, because that's pretty bunk-ass.
Oh, Relkin's talking about Pathfinder.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, BG3,
Actually, no, I should take that back. I think Ancient's Paladin would probably be worse than the Devotion Paladin. I'm trying to think of, like, what would be the worst possible time for a newcomer in BG3? What would they play?
The worst time for a newcomer?
Worst time for a newcomer. Oh, how about the Great Old One Warlock build? That would probably be a bad time.
Alright, I got the ultimate whip.
I feel like most newcomers might be disappointed in
Arcane Trickster Rogue.
Arcane Trickster and Eldritch Warrior are fine.
No, I'm just saying,
aren't Rangers generally...
Rangers are considered bad in 5e.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like...
What
would be the worst experience for a first timer with BG3?
I mean, so here's my suggestion. Go for that achievement where there are 12 classes and you do one level in every single class, because the level cap is 12.
That's pretty good.
That's an achievement in the game.
Yep. I did a level 7 fighter, level 5 rogue, and I was very happy with that. But also, in general, I don't think I'll do any more multi-classing.
It's not as incentivized in 5e. Like, there's the Paladin, Warlock.
Yeah, subclasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have archetypes in Pathfinder.
Ooh. Yeah, there's some big swings for Monk if you're a newcomer. Like, the 4 Elements Monk might actually be way harder than an Open Hand Monk. Or way worse. God, 4 Elements Monk.
There are some rogue ones that are, like, extremely narrative focused. I was gonna say, what's the one
In
I'm thinking of?
Pathfinder?
No, in 5e.
The only ones in Baldur's Gate 3 are Thief, Arcane Trickster, and Assassin.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, was it Mastermind?
That's in Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know about
Master. Yeah, if you're talking about like, there are definitely a couple 5e archetypes that are like, well, this is never going to be used by anyone.
This is for a very specific
type of campaign.
There's a specific kind of person that this is for.
Otherwise, if you're just using this to loot the dungeon, maybe don't. Maybe just pick Thief. You get Uncanny Dodge. You can... Oh, Vow of Poverty.
That was my... I think that was my subclass in...
Is that Hobo Paladin?
Oh, BG3.
Yeah. Hey guys, it's me, Oda Nobunaga. I'm back again.
Is the second Doctor Who a Vow of Poverty?
What?
Hobo Doctor?
I've never seen...
So you've come. First it was...
And that's the one they've lost a lot of footage for.
Ranger Horizon Walker makes sense for a Planescape campaign and nothing else.
I see that the only children have come.
I think Swarm Keeper seems fun.
Me once again, have they? Very well. Nobunaga.
What if I was just covered in insects?
Is where it all ends.
Okay, let me tell you about the swarm that walks.
The swarm that walks
in Wrath of the Righteous.
If you want insects, Wrath of the Righteous has you covered. There's a mythic path surrounding them. And using them.
Bees forever.
Yeah.
You can, in fact, kill everything with swarms of bees.
Samanosuke! You're up next. Western barbarian.
I guess it's a difficult build on purpose, but if you wanted to be a necromancer in Baldur's Gate 3, you're gonna have a real rough time.
Because so many of your enemies are...
A, so many of your enemies are primed to deal with you, and then B, all of your characters fucking hate you.
It's fine. Who amongst us? Oh, cool. He can critical counter me.
So it seems like the final part of this game is a real motherfucker.
I just spent too long trying to do that last.
But also, this game is a motherfucker. Oh, I should show you what my mom did to her tree in her front yard. It is one of the most distressing things that I think I've ever seen. She says, I've been watching the anime and I decided I want to identify as a druid.
Okay.
Yeah, druids are overpowered. They're great.
Druids are good.
But she sent me something.
Hey, guess what? All full casters are good in D&D, always.
Yes.
Samanosuke.
Which is why... it's why Bard is good. Because, sure, they don't get power word kill or whatever, but they get a bunch of action economy friendly abilities. Uh-oh. Guys, I defeated Oda Nobunaga by pressing the triangle button with my ultimate whip. Surely this is the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that easy to kill Nobunaga. Anyway.
I think he's one of the easiest fights in Neo.
Yeah, it's a
He's a
cool
one-trick
fight,
pony.
but yeah,
Yes, it's neat.
And then you
Look,
can.
I hate this. I hate this. I'm sorry I said this to you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
Yeah! Oh, now kiss.
Oh, yes. The forearm grab.
Yes.
Is he a ghost?
No, now I'm traveling back to my own time.
It was a blast.
It was a blast.
Rose for lie. Rose for lie.
Surprise, bitches!
They should have done the close-up on the forearms, like Predator.
I love that Oda Nobunaga was just like, surprise.
Gotcha. Wait right here.
There's enough Samanosuke for everybody.
Oh. Oh shit, they got past Samanosuke.
Fuck.
What about that fight in Neo where you have to fight Nobunaga and Yuki Onna at the same time?
That's one of the best fights in that game.
Because it's a real fucker.
Yeah, because Nobunaga's pretty easy by himself, but she's always kind of hard, and then she just makes him a much more interesting thing.
Yeah.
I hate
I must have missed this at the beginning, but you just straight Terminator teleport?
Yeah. Yeah, this game's great. Dad!
It is.
Henri.
Oh. Yeah! I got my lame piss baby son!
Those weird short shorts.
You made it.
Jacques. Michel.
Anyway. Future Samanosuke. I have bad news. We fucked up.
We're a family now.
Also, I love you.
Samanosuke.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Akko told me everything. I'll go back to my time and defeat Nobunaga.
Yeah!
Not without me.
No.
We'll fight Nobunaga together.
God, I love this!
The folds of time are trying to restore us.
Why
to our
wasn't
respective
the rest
times.
of the game like this?
I think there should have been more Samanosuke-Jacques interaction.
Yeah. Like, you paid to get John Renault. At least have his character models next to Samanosuke more often.
Yeah, so they can kiss.
Treat your new mother well.
Or bro out.
Any of you
Yeah.
will make a good family.
Yeah.
That's kissing.
Yeah. Listen, I've seen enough anime. I've got a yaoi detector.
I'll never forget.
So, you want to watch some Yaoi in their anime podcast?
Listen, if you want to watch some free Iwatodai Swim Club.
Free isn't gay.
Yeah, these very handsome boys just glistening and being concerned about each other.
While the woman stands off to the side.
Yeah.
Gay.
Farewell, distant friends.
Samanosuke, Akko.
I love you. Could you be my dad too?
I don't need a mom.
What if I had two dads? He's French, not Greek.
Why is the son went from being snot-nosed piss baby to like surfer dude?
Dad.
Tu crois qu'on les reverra, papa?
Oh, fantastic. They're speaking French again. You were right. Oh no!
Of course I was right.
Oh no!
Oh, it's evil Samanosuke?
No, it's that shit boy. It's shit boy garbage man. Oh, he's gonna
stab Jacques.
He stabbed my son!
He killed a child.
You stabbed my son, you son of a bitch! Oh shit, he still has the Oni whip.
I'm gonna allow that.
I love that they go straight back to French as soon as Samanosuke disappears. Holy shit, he killed my son! Also, thank you all for once again making me whitelist certain terms.
No. Henri.
Non.
Can I just point out that the overwhelming majority of Jean Reno's spoken lines in this is the name Henri?
Yeah. Oh, it's fine. The Oni Gauntlet saved my son.
For some reason.
I mean, I did absorb a lot of souls in that thing. A lot of yellow souls. Well...
Racist. That you can only use the yellow souls.
Merci. Merci infiniment.
Yeah, stolen souls fill my child with life. Exactly. Anyway. That's not the end of the video game, but...
But that's the end of the Paris
That's
stuff,
the end
right?
of Paris. Yeah, now we gotta finish the
Now
fight.
Celine Dion performs on the Eiffel Tower.
Celine Dion is French Canadian.
Performance.
No, I'm making
She
a
did
reference to Paris Olympics.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
She was good.
Yeah, she was amazing.
Yeah,
Chris does not brought it down.
I mean,
Apparently she
I should
immediately
totally
had
play
to-
Onimusha 4.
Naturally,
Yeah,
you have
she
to.
I have
She immediately had to what? Did she immediately go to the hospital or something?
Yeah, she had apparently it took a lot out of her.
Yeah,
she's not
apparently
fully
she's
recovered.
been dealing with some health issues.
Oh yeah, she did a documentary where she's basically bedridden for all of the documentary.
I, you know, here, far, wherever you are, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oui, don't you mean? Good sir.
Anyway, it's time to do this again.
Oh, no.
I'm not sorry. Oh, you were expecting me to go to the last boss fight? No. No.
Oh, Brayden.
What if I got an overpowered weapon that made the last boss fight really trivial?
Okay, but
Okay.
like, what if you... Can you bring it to the New Game Plus or something, or...
There is a New Game Plus, and I believe you can? There's also, I looked this up, you can also, because I collected those extra orbs, you can also play the game again, but Samanosuke uses his Onimusha 1 weapons instead of the new weapons.
Yeah, Onimusha is cool, dude. When it's actually cool, it's fucking really cool.
I think, yeah, it turns out maybe there was a thank you. Guys, guess who got DoorDash? And guess who got me some chicken nuggies without asking? My braless brother.
What kind of sauce are we putting on these
tangy
nugs?
barbecue. All right, I'm
Got
gonna
some ranch.
No, just barbecue. All right, I'm gonna eat some of these nugs.
You can give us a
with
play-by-play.
the mic off because
we
I'm
have
a
to do.
civilized
Play-by-play.
individual.
Give us a play-by-play.
Don't.
What do I love more, Onimusha or chicken nuggets? Probably chicken nuggets.
4 is so weird.
If
Like, the camera
they're
goes to
my
behind the
chicken
back.
nuggets, I'm gonna dip however many times as I want. But if it's like another bowl that I'm sharing, like it's like I'm at a.
If it's a
barbecue
communal
or-
sauce, then I only single dip.
Yeah, don't be a
only single
psychopath.
dip. But if it is my takeout and I am eating at home, fucking dipping however
Yeah,
many times
that's
I
not
please.
even a question. It's yours. Oh, that's a good question. How much of the friendship mechanics, like how much did that matter?
So, as far as I can tell, I'm responding to these questions between nuggets.
Take your time.
It seems like, based on how many gifts you give the side characters in the first half of the game, determines what cutscenes and even playable sequences you get with them in the second half.
Nice.
Isn't that basic? But that's just a modified, more fleshed out version of the previous game.
A little bit, yeah, but it's neat, and it seems like it's that game's gimmick. It also doesn't seem like it actually changes that much, but you do get slightly different cutscenes depending on which characters you pick. I think the stream archives are, for my playthrough of that, are on the YouTubes.
So Braden, when he played 2, definitely picked Twink Boy. In 1, I don't think he really got all the optional stuff that relied on gifting. It's actually kind of like...
There's no gift giving in Onimusha 1.
No.
But the branching paths, sorry.
There's not branching paths in the first game. It's pretty straightforward.
Samurai Western. We already had someone recommend Rising Zon, which Samurai Rising Zon has maybe one of the best theme songs I've ever seen my entire life. It's also a bad video game. Like, Rising Zon is not good. Oh, it's a preset in the way of the Samurai franchise. Okay. I remember Way of the Samurai, so...
There are 4 of those.
Is Acquire still making video games? I know they technically made those Akiba Strip games, but they... Oh, that's right. They were the people who worked on Octopath Traveler 2.
I thought they did both of them.
They did both of them, you're right. God, what a weird studio.
I mean, whatever makes money.
I was going to say, we just brought up the fact that Owlbear is composed of a bunch of ex-Nival people. Or Owlcat? What are they called?
Owlcat.
Owlcat.
Owlbear is a creature of the game.
Oh, you don't say.
Wave of the Samurai is also pretty short, even if you aim for every ending. Okay.
Yeah, but there's a certain... Like, the first time you play one of those games, there's a long, like, learning curve in terms of, like, what that experience is like.
I think I played Way of the Samurai 3 on the 360. I remember parts of it, but not all of it. I seem to recall that game being poor.
People really like 4. I have 3 and 4 on GOG.
Oh,
I
so
tried
played
playing 3, but
4.
it's... 3 starts
played
off
one
with
of
you, like, being found on a battlefield. If you remember that. That's the setup. That's probably the setup to all of those games, now that I think of it.
Honestly, I gotta say, like, when it came to, like, weird samurai and Dynasty Warrior games that I got into in the 360 PS3 era, it was Warriors Orochi for me.
That was one of the,
Those are the Muso,
Muso.
pre-Muso boom that we're in right now.
There are a bunch of those, right? They had, like,
Yeah.
3 or 4 different series?
Oh, God. I mean, technically, it's an actual offshoot of... Warriors Orochi is like an offshoot of Omega Force's Dynasty Warriors game. But Warriors Orochi just is weird in that it's like more... It's similar to Onimusha in that it does fantastical things with these historical figures, whereas, like, Dynasty Warriors is... As goofy as Dynasty Warriors is you're not going to see, like, giant fucking dragons and shit.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello.
Would you have wanted to see more combat areas where they aren't in this kind of like weird limited circle?
I
thing?
think this is like some real. This is excusable in the sense that it is some real PS2 ass. Like video game design, where it's just like, all right, here's the optional challenge rooms.
So, out of curiosity, would any of like the milieu of Omega Force count as a character action game?
Yeah, probably. Like, I'm not a Muso guy, but there's probably some Musos that
are of questionable quality, like Blade Storm, the
Sengoku
anime.
Basara.
You want to do the anime Omega Force adaptation of the 100 Years War?
Play the Omega Force Berserk game that sucks.
Was their Wild Hearts game from last year actually any good? Because that game kind of came and went. Yeah, Sengoku Basara.
That's right. I mean, if I'm gonna play a Fist of the North Star game, it's gonna be the Yakuza.
Oh, right. That team did that game, huh?
Yeah, they did a Fist of the North Star, like a dragon. Like a Fist of the North Star, I believe is what it's called. Oh, is this one of those cases where it's like this PS2 era Japanese game is too Japanese for dumb Westerners? I mean, speaking of games that were probably too Japanese to be released in the West, and games made by Koei, I sure do still have this copy of Kessen 3.
Oh, really?
That I bought for $6.
Oh, okay. Okay. The weird thing about that shitty Koei Fist of the North Star game is they made a second one for the 360 and PS3. Actually, both of them are PS3 360 games, so they made two of those. Using the same engine. Neither of them were good.
I mean, how many Gundam and One Piece Musos have they made?
Okay, so they made 2 Attack on Titan games,
Gross.
3 Dragon Quest Heroes games, including the spin-off Builder games that are also Musos.
I mean, Dragon Quest. I would not call Dragon Quest Builders a Muso.
No, Dragon Quest Heroes is a Muso.
Oh yeah, Dragon Quest Heroes is a Muso.
Unequivocally.
Dragon Quest Builders is like a surprisingly fun
they made
little
1, 2, 3, 4 One Piece games.
Minecraft adjacent. Really
2 Hyrule Warriors games. 1, 2, 3 Gundam games. 2 Fist of the North Star games, and 2 Fire Emblem games.
What property do you think needs the treatment of just slaughtering thousands upon thousands of guys by pressing the square button?
World War I.
World War I Muso, but you're just on a machine gun.
You don't ever move?
Yeah, you don't ever
don't
move.
move.
It's just like, all right, they're attacking the trench.
Same level forever.
Yeah.
How do you like this stretch of
I should
France?
finish conscript. They apparently made the rats less difficult to deal with. Because the rats are very dangerous.
Yeah, they've got the plague.
Wow, that seems like something that would have happened during the PS2 era. I mean, I guess it also happened during the PS3 era when they put out Yakuza 3. And got rid of, like, Mahjong. And quests
Mahjong.
and, like, quizzes because Americans are dumb and don't know what Mahjong is.
Mahjong.
Mahjong! Haha, you fool! I did all of the stupid counter training.
That's the other thing I'm surprised by is how parry heavy some of these late game encounters were.
Yeah, no, there's apparently a mode in this game you can unlock where you have to kill every single enemy with a parry.
That's god damn.
God.
And hey, the block one is a lot easier to do than the dodge one.
Yeah, but fuck that.
That also, like, checks out as far as, like, Capcom game bonus modes during this period. Like, it's the equivalent of Dante Must Die. But yeah, like, there are Capcom fundamentals in this game that I think are well executed. Like, hey, guess what? Capcom made a lot of action games that were good during this period. I know, it's a controversial statement I'm making. Of course, the secret is Capcom is also now currently making action games that are good. Unless those action games are multiplayer modes for Resident Evil.
I mean, they gotta stick to that pattern.
Or DLC to widely beloved recent releases.
Yeah.
That
It's
Rose
fine.
DLC is rancid, dude.
Hey, but their Separate Ways DLC for the 4 remake is fucking great.
The Rose DLC, however...
Yeah. PS2 might be the best era. Kinda, in some ways. But also, hey, guess what? Guess what? Of course I would say that, because I was, let's say, between the ages of 8 and 15.
I mean, when we talk about that era, we're also talking about...
DS, GBA.
Xbox...
GameCube.
Xbox stuff, GameCube stuff, DS,
yeah,
PSP stuff.
but this is where I say, as a GameCube child,
Better
there are
kind of
better
stuff.
Nintendo consoles than the GameCube.
Yeah. It's like...
There's a lot of fun, weird bullshit for the GameCube that I appreciate.
But weird bullshit just kind of all it really has other than like Nintendo games, and even then.
But like
Nintendo
Mario
doesn't make
Sunshine,
Oh, Mario Sunshine has its moments. It's
Mario
fun.
Sunshine has its moments, but like
But it
that
is
game
also
is not
incredibly
nearly
fun.
as polished or as precise as one would expect.
And I like Luigi's Mansion, but that's a 7-hour.
I have a fondness for Luigi's Mansion. You can beat that game in a sitting.
But man, fucking Wind Waker though.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Do you think there's still people on the internet who are like, I play the real Zelda games, not this baby stuff? Like, are the people who are like, Twilight Princess is the best one because it's dark, but also I'm 14 and...
Are you just trying to bait me?
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, I could. I mean, are you one of those guys who's like, more like Zelda?
I don't like Wind Waker and I like Twilight Princess.
Okay. Are you one of those people who's like, Zelda needs to be gritty and realistic? Are you a person on the internet circa 2004?
Realistic, I don't think we should have a range of things. I think it should all be the same thing.
Yeah.
Something that I'm safe and comfortable with.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people like things that are different than what I like. And
yeah.
When somebody makes a thing that isn't what I like, I feel like it was at the expense of something that I would like.
Okay, but what if there were women in it?
Well, why do we gotta go there?
Because that's always where these debates go.
Because that's where this goes.
About video games, like that's everywhere.
I was playing the part.
Today marks the
I'm just
birthday
saying
of
the
William
people who
Wilberforce,
got
the man
mad
who played a
about
massive role in
8.8.
abolishing slavery in the British Empire.
Yeah. The people who got mad about 8.8 are, if they didn't grow up, if they didn't bother to become fucking adults, you know they're the same people, I mean, they're the same people who are like, I would never, I only like dark, mature games. Ratchet and Clank, that's for babies.
I mean, then they made a mature Ratchet and Clank.
Which one was that one? Was that Deadlocked?
Yeah, that's the car race.
No, Deadlocked is the arena fighter.
Oh, shit.
You're thinking of Jack Back.
Yeah.
No. I thought that they did make a dark.
Ratchet Deadlocked is,
It's literally just he goes to, like, an arena to make money. It's barely his story.
Yeah, that's their multiplayer one that they did.
No, that's all for one.
I thought Deadlocked had online multiplayer.
I thought that had like a weird story where it's like,
Maybe it was PS2. So.
There were online games on the PS2. You ever hear about SOCOM? Kids love it.
I think that's a fake game.
James Stephanie Sterling still...
But the
well,
7.5
listen, Sterling...
review for Breath of the Wild?
Sterling is a fucking contrarian. Hey, guess
we
what?
love her.
I mean, I have beef with Sterling, but it's mostly just like you've.
I can't continue to be upset at games that have DLC. Like it's a now becoming a fully
like
entrenched.
you lost that battle 15 years ago.
I think there are also ways for digital distribution and microtransactions to actually be good ways or healthy ways for people to support their games post-release.
All right, and also I just straight up Sterling is at this point. You've cultivated your persona and your reputation on being a shit stirrer contrarian. Because Sterling was like, she was like the first person to be like, Deadly Premonition's a masterpiece. Right?
Kind of.
Like, she gave that game like a 10 or something.
I also, like, I also feel like we're a part of a web. We associate with a website that also added to the myth and
yeah,
sweary.
But they did that because Scuttlebutt was around that game.
I remember, like, sweary just continues to get away with highway robbery.
I feel like people have been giving him increasingly less of a pass.
Like, obviously, like, Deadly Premonition 2 was a bummer. Like, a fucking bummer.
J.J. Maxfield and the Island of Memories or whatever
Yeah.
is probably his best actual video game, and it's fine.
It's a janky puzzle platformer, right? That is also like surprisingly sensitive to trans issues.
The major mechanic is that she literally breaks apart her body.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's a metaphor. And then Swery does that stuff in Deadly Premonition 2 with a trans character that is, let's say, maybe not great. I'm just saying, if we're talking about, like, Japanese auteurs who have numbers in their names, in their nomenclatures, it's Suda. It's Suda.
Also, Suda is not above getting paid too.
Oh yeah.
He's made him some.
Grasshopper has made some trash.
Diabolical Pitch. They took their Connect money.
Yeah. But also, apparently, John Riccatello is one of the villains in No More Heroes 3. Like, cited by name, John Riccatello. Because, I guess the development of Shadows of the Damned was a rough time. What I played of Killer is Dead seems neat. Sure would be great if the PC port of that game wasn't busted.
Don't worry, they'll release a remaster of the game, and it will be perfect.
Oh, I got the Bishamon sword.
I guess that's another thing of, like, modern Steam that's starting to drive me crazy is like, oh, I guess this old version of this game is no longer available, and it's just busted right now, and it's been delisted.
And, yeah, the old version's been delisted, but you don't get, like, a discount for an upgrade.
For this new version that actually works when I install it. I remember the first time I had a game that got delisted from Steam. And I thought it was like, oh, this is weird. Nobody else can enjoy At the Movies by Peter Molyneux.
Yeah, the movies. Yeah. You know? Anyway, now it's... Alright, guys, it's time to fight Nobunaga.
This is the end of the game, right?
Yeah, this is the end of the game. I didn't have to do that, but I did.
So, the barbarian has run away. Nobunaga. Me again. You.
All your souls are mine! I'm performing the fusion dance with myself!
You missed the pressure sensitive buttons on the PS2. Yeah, but those buttons also were finicky in a way that nowadays I find the original PS2 controller a bit hard to go back to. I played D. Speaking of like weird sweary things, I did play D4 with a Kinect.
Yeah. Oh. Wow. Wow. Look at
D4.
that. Look at that. And he's like, not so fast. Well, wow, that first phase sure did
go down pretty quick.
And now he's gonna turn into a stupid-looking demon.
How fast is that version gonna go down?
Let's find out. This was worth it. Oh, now he's a big old fireman.
Oh, I do enjoy how one of the first things that Square had to do is like, this is not connected. D4 is not connected to D or D2.
Shame. It would be a better game if it was. I'm a big, stupid-looking guy now. Take that, Tokusatsu boy. What? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, fine, I'll actually play the game.
Gosh, darn it. I'm getting a Peloton commercial.
Can't escape him.
Are their bikes still killing people?
I hadn't heard that, but that's great.
Is the next game going to be Onimusha Blade Warriors? No, the next game is going to be X-Blades.
Oh, you have Onimusha 4. Dawn of something.
Dawn of Dreams? I mean, we could do Onimusha 4.
Why would you stop now?
I mean,
this one's third person. Like a modern video game.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever make like an Onimusha clone?
I mean, Onimusha's just like, Resident Evil, but you're a samurai.
Like, you know, I mean, other Capcom games had like derivatives and cheap knockoffs, but I'm actually struggling. Like, the samurai theme went on to be well represented in other genres, not necessarily Onimusha's style of like marrying these action sensibilities with the pink control.
I would be willing to bet anything there's at least several of those. After they're not free.
Fuck you, I have infinite healing items.
Oh, right, the Shinobi game. God damn it, how could I forget about the Shinobi game that Sega brought out for the PS2?
Yeah, Shinobi PS2.
Those games are hard, though. Those games try to, like, be... So their contribution is to say, what if we made these modern Shinobi games and they were as hard as the original games? Ugh. Yeah, he also cuts a building in half.
Oh, I did it. I did it.
Also, those Shinobi games have really dark and depressing stories. Both of them.
We did it.
Oh, we beat
Congratulations.
Nobunaga?
Yeah.
So how does Nobunaga feel about his ambition now?
It's foiled. Oh.
Ninja Blade is
surprise.
Is 50 years. But a wink
surprise. You
Oh
defeated
shit! Third
Nobunaga.
form.
But now you must fight Tokugawa.
Man's life is 50 years. Yeah, unfortunately, in today's America. Not much has changed. It's feudal Japan.
Very well.
All right. Third form. Let's go. Nope. Now I'm Nobunaga.
Oh boy! We finally beat him, Samanosuke!
I kept my promise to you, Jacques, and to the Oni clan.
It's like when Trevor Belmont becomes Dracula.
We got him again at Honoji, guys. We got him for a second time. I just love that he went back to Honoji and got burned out again.
Yeah.
It's like Titanic
No
2.
Yunaga? Yeah, that's a good one. No Yunaga.
No Yunaga. Girl, no Yunaga. You're right. We probably should just do Onimusha 4.
Yeah.
While we have the momentum.
Can you boot that up and give us a teaser before you
Yeah,
close
it's
today?
it's downloading on my legal PS2 backup copy.
Okay.
If you don't play it now, you won't play Onimusha 4.
I need to. I would buy a physical copy of this game because they're affordable. I checked. Do we also have to go back and play 1 again?
No.
Why? No.
Because I played it 4 years ago, but not on stream.
It would be pretty quick. It's a short game. And you know what? You like Guildenstern? Guildenstern's in that.
Yeah, but also I don't want to.
But a new journey has already
But Guildenstern.
Yeah.
And will not end until the gauntlet which had silenced Nobunaga is sealed.
What?
What?
Anyway.
Oh, so yeah, then that means we get to watch the Onimusha anime, right?
No. I hear it's bad. I cannot skip this, so you're gonna watch the credits.
Well,
Donnie
she said-
Yen? What the fuck?
Wait, what?
Yeah, Robin Atkin Downs.
I mean, Donnie Yen was like Jackie Chan in that he was just a stuntman at first,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah, Richard Doyle.
Paul Mercier, Jen Hale,
Yeah.
Josh Keaton,
Yeah,
Clyde.
okay. Yeah, sure. Richard Doyle is
Jodie
Nobunaga.
Benson.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, like Capcom actually did try to make this game big in America.
I think this game did okay in the US.
It wasn't as successful as the rest of their
It wasn't
big
Biohazard numbers.
But this was a time when not hitting Biohazard numbers was not just cause to throw it in the bin.
So clearly the best Onimusha game, right?
Yeah, probably. Maybe this fourth one's great. Maybe it's awesome.
Brayden.
Maybe it's really good.
Brayden.
This game has 2 discs. CG movie by Robot.
Like Bad Robot? Like,
yeah, J.J. Abrams production company. Yeah, listen, mystery box storytelling is very big. We're never actually going to learn what's in the Onimusha gauntlet. God, Abrams is such a hack.
Remember people were excited when they gave him Star Wars?
Yeah. Remember when people like, he's the next Spielberg, and it turns out that's just because
the only thing Spielberg movies.
The only thing he knew how to do was imitate his mentor, Steven Spielberg.
I feel like I came to that realization watching Super 8.
I fucking hate Super 8.
Listening to all of my friends say, "Oh, it's so good, it's so deep, it's so."
It's like, no, you just made a Spielberg movie.
The best part of Super 8 is when you see what the movie that those kids were making.
Yeah.
At the end of the credits, and that movie is just the most charming part of that entire experience. I guess, like, Super 8 is, like, oddly prescient in that it's kind of Stranger Things before Stranger Things.
Yep. He tried to do the 80s nostalgia thing a little too early.
Or who knows, maybe if he hadn't done that, then the whatever brothers wouldn't have made Super 8, or Stranger Things.
Here's where I talk about how Stranger Things would have been better if they had stuck with their original idea of making an anthology.
Yeah, probably, because they've kind of been on a good season, bad season for a while.
Those teens, they're all old now. They're all 1,000 years old.
I mean, I like the start of Super 8, and then the whole, it was...
The alien has big Disney eyes, so it reminds you of your
Disney
dead
eyes, and then also...
It's weird considering how it's just like, it's making this weird, horrible flesh nest, and then
it's murdering people.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's okay because child-inspired friendship.
Yeah, because...
I do like that movie.
What about all of the murder that alien did up to this point? Oh, wait, the alien was a metaphor for his loss... The loss of his mom. Cool. Maybe. But then also, you did all the J.J. Abrams shaky cam bullshit to show the alien, like, murdering people.
I'm okay with the murder.
Where's the post-credit scene? What are we gonna find out?
I'm not okay with how they didn't murder the kids at the end.
Post-credit scene.
Post-credit scene is going to be about Hideyoshi.
Oh, shit.
Hey, what's up? I'm a small guy. Yep.
So that must mean that this ends with Tokugawa, right? If they kept making these games?
Great Nobunaga is dead. Now it is time for Hideyoshi to conquer the world.
And then
I've played Neo 2, I know.
Yeah, and then they would have done the Neo 2 thing where the final villain is the Westerners that came along with Matthew Perry.
What if I told you that the first boss in Rise of the Ronin is Matthew Perry?
Great.
I should play that.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Yes. Rest in peace.
I watched when what is it called? Fools Rush In 2 weeks ago. It's a nice movie.
A mini game, a new game mode, a new costume. See, I got the Ryzen, I got the Enryu, and I got the Shipu.
So you're gonna play it again, right?
I mean, I might at some point. But yeah, you get all right. Did we get any fun Adventures of Heihachi? Oh, there's a new hard difficulty. I got Samanosuke new costume, but not Exploits of Heihachi. I'm sorry, you're not gonna see the Exploits of Heihachi, not yet. Because I have to understand that's like one of those short little side dealios. Alright, boop boop boo. Boom, boom. Oh, weird. Onimusha 4's here.
Oh, what?
Let's just watch the intro.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you're consuming what people consider the best part of the game, so yes, sure.
And then play like a few minutes of it.
I love explicit violence and gore. Oh, 1596.
So,
looks like someone is not going to make this easy for me.
Mitsunari, what are you planning? Why are you here? No! The Dark Stone! You didn't!
I should have expected the great Tenkai be able to figure it out.
Why you?
Tenkai and old Jubei.
So Dawn of Dreams is 4.
Yeah.
What is Shin Onimusha?
I think that's just isn't that just the Xbox re-release of the first game?
Oh, right, because it keeps coming up in like all this Onimusha stuff. Right. And then Onimusha Warlords is just a remaster of the first
No, Onimusha Warlords is just the first game. It's not even a remaster. That's just what it's called.
They didn't even touch up the game?
No, it's just called Onimusha Warlords. That's what the first game is called.
It's only the beginning, oh wise Tenkai. Unless the Black Oni appears, you don't stand a chance. With this light, the beautiful cherry trees will bloom and cover the land. Then my work will be complete.
Not even a trailer for Shadow of Rome. Okay, this is... That's the same intro. Child with a ball. Oh no, what will happen to them? Oh, who could have foreseen this? Hey guys. It's me. Protagonist.
Here to save this child.
I got horns.
Maybe I'm a good guy, maybe I'm not. Find out, stick with
No,
me,
he's from the Oni clan. That's why he has the horns. Also, it might just be a headpiece.
I'm pretty sure he has horns.
That looks like Genos.
Yeah!
Dog shit character. Ah, next. Attack on Titan.
Finally. Hey guys.
No, I don't know why I assumed there was guitar here.
No, it's orchestral. It's Optimus Prime. How could you? I've got to. Hideyoshi, I'ma stop you! Yeah?
And then you're just in the game, I think.
Dude, yeah. Alright, yeah, now... Okay, yeah, this is just... I summon my stand. And then I attack on Titan this fool. I mean, what else was Capcom's CG department doing at this point? 2006?
They were probably working on Dead Rising, too.
Yeah. Does Dead Rising actually have that much CG? Oh, look at that guy. That guy's evil. He's wearing a suit.
And he's white.
And then it's like, whoa!
You guys ever watch the American Ninja movies? Is that just me?
Was that on
They were like
MST3K?
No, it was just like one of those very low rent martial arts movies.
Okay.
But like a white guy.
Okay. Oh
One
no.
has gone without realizing his final hope.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
Oh no.
Yeah, I told you they made it third person.
One has fallen, leaving the fate of
So
the
how's it
future
feel,
to
Brayden?
his companions. History is riddled with the waves of destruction and rebirth.
Not talking to us. That distresses me.
He's enjoying it.
Waves roll onward, far into the future.
Oh, they.
Much has been destroyed.
The absorb souls button is now X instead of circle. This is going to fuck me up so much.
Yeah, is there a config?
Blood is red. No, of course not. Okay, circle is now the examine button, I see. So, if I remember correctly, this might be wrong. This game's whole thing is that it's a, Shadow of Rome did not do well for them.
No.
And this, I believe, reuses some part of that combat engine. In the same way that Dead Rising, like, is built off of a lot of the same tech. I'll say this game doesn't look bad. Still runs at 60.
Pretty good, yeah. It looks pretty good. I don't think the look of the game is a problem.
Yeah, but oh boy, now you're competing with I feel like this game is going to have QTEs. It gives off that energy. But yeah, I might be mistaken on why this game exists. Oh no. Oh no no no. Oh no. Oh no, Onimusha.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Do you know what this reminds me of? Is the weird, this reminds me of Goemon. Not Goemon. Yeah,
I mean,
no, Mystical Ninja.
Yeah,
the part
Goemon.
with the mech dudes on
Yeah,
the,
Ganbare
samurai
Goemon.
town. Yeah, this is like that.
Oh, buddy, you're changing the camera angles to do cinematic things. Oh, this game has co-op? I can't imagine it's the full game.
Also, it's in the long list of courses.
It's probably, my guess is it has to be. Also, this game doesn't have retro achievements.
Oh, darn it. Whatever will you do?
Not feel compelled to do any of the side stuff. X! No. Alas. No QTEs. What? Okay.
The age of warring states. Nobunaga had attempted to unite the lands under his rule using the Genma. However, the Onimusha were able to halt his blind ambition. Nobunaga perished amidst the flames at Honoji Temple. The massive army of Genma that had plagued the land vanished. After Nobunaga's demise, his retainer Hideyoshi Toyotomi united Japan. It seemed that he had finally put a stop to the fear and
this
panic
game's definitely
that
got
came with
production
the age
value.
of
Yeah.
Say that.
states, bringing a much welcomed peace. However, June 29th, 1596. Overnight, the omen star appeared in the sky. That day, Hideyoshi was overcome by a mysterious change, and Japan was once again thrown into chaos. The repeated massacres on the continent, the slaughter of everyone on board the captured western ship San Felipe, the banishment of foreigners, and the executions of holy men. A tempest rages through the land yet again under Hideyoshi.
The demons got him. That's why Hideyoshi did all those things.
A great earthquake
No.
rocks Fushimi Castle in Kyoto.
It was the
Not
demons.
The
In its
demons.
wake, other catastrophes wreak
Anyway, don't
havoc
worry
across
about it. Don't think
Japan.
about it too much.
The peace is
I
shattered,
haven't.
and nothing is left untouched.
Tokugawa...
As if called forth by
Sure,
the terror
Tokugawa was
brewing
just as
in
bloody and
hearts,
brutal, but he
Genma
won.
began
So,
to reappear, slaughtering
Yeah.
all in their
So
path.
we're a little kinder.
So we're a
He
little
decided
nicer
to-
about him.
Tokugawa decided to take his enemy's entire generation and burn them to the fucking ground. But you know what?
Watch fucking
Mocking
Shogun.
the
It's great.
destruction of the world, the omen star appears, shining bright in the heavens, foreshadowing something.
Watch Shogun. It's really good.
Mariko-san, I want you to tell him. I want you to tell him that I am most unsatisfied with the quality of this Onimusha game. You will tell him that I was expecting a Resident Evil style video game, but in fact it is a stage-based third-person action.
And then she says the Anjin is mad about Onimusha 4. Someone got that joke.
Someone somewhere.
Someone who watches current television. I guess there are tanks now. Okay. We'll call it here.
Yep.
You beat the video game.
I beat the video game just in time for another video game. Surely this one will be just as good. Is Joker still playing Castlevania?
He's still playing Simon's Quest.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god, he's still doing that?
Oh, also, I can now stream Deadlock.
Oh,
because that thing has been officially announced. So maybe I'll do that at some point.
First Call of Duty, now a new game?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It has ideas.
Hey, guess what? It's made by Ice Frog, so it's MOBA-esque. People are like,
Weird.
oh, it's like Overwatch. And it's like, no, you fucking moron. It's like Super Monday Night Combat. See you guys.
Bye. See you.